This is a garden trellis I made for Mom. It sure is a pretty little thing, and it's downright easy to build. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is cut everything to length. I've already drawn my plan and made my cut list. I find it's easier to do it this way than just making it up on the fly because you know exactly what you're doing and it's a whole lot faster. I'll also put the cut list I used in the description below, so if you want to make one of these for yourself, all of the layout has already been done for you. You'll just need to cut your pieces. Or if you want to make it larger or smaller, you can modify the structure and build one for yourself any size you want. These 4x4s are the posts for the trellises. And once those were all cut, I moved over to this 2x8. This is going to be the top rail of the trellis. I'd like the top rail to terminate with something just a little bit fancy. So I marked down from the top and in from the edge, and then using my square, I connect the dots. And then I look at that line and see, is that something I like or not? And it turns out I thought I'd like something else a little better, so I made a different mark, came back with my square, connected those dots, and once I was happy with how it looked, I came back with the saw and sliced it off. I marked out each of the other 3 ends and cut them as well. These are the slats that are going to run across the sides of the trellis. I found them at Menards and they're just a little bit too long for the trellis design I like. So I went over to the table saw and I cut them down to length, and then I set up a jig to angle the ends again so they look just like the factory. And once those were done, I'm almost ready to start assembling. But I'm going to do one other thing that's going to make assembly go a lot easier. And that is ripping down this piece of plywood, and you'll see why in just a moment. To assemble the trellis, I'm going to start by laying 2 of the posts down on the ground, and then I'll connect them with the top stretcher. I wanted those screws to face in so you don't see them on the outside of the trellis. I don't think it really matters that much, especially when you stain it, but I did want them on the inside and so I flipped it over. I'm setting the bottom end to the same as the top end, and then I take that piece of plywood I ripped as my spacer from the top and I put in my first slat. And on my first slat I do 2 screws on each post, and that will keep the posts from being able to pivot like they would be able to around a single screw. Then I moved that plywood on, made it a spacer again, set my overhang and screwed off the slats. And on this last one, I also did 2 screws into each post. And that's one side of the trellis. I did the exact same thing on the second one, and then I laid them both on the ground. I had to use a 4x4 block so that the slats don't poke into the ground, and I laid the top rail in place. Then I flipped up the whole contraption, and I set the second rail into place. Just like I did before, I'm measuring off the ends of the post to make sure the overhang is the same, and I did that on each side. Something I really like on a trellis is a 45-degree brace board. This does add quite a bit in the way of strength, but it adds a whole bunch in the way of looks. And once I was happy with the length, I cut all 3 of them, and then I took them over and screwed them into place. To get to the other side, I had to flip the trellis over, and it's becoming heavier and heavier each time I flip it. I wanted to add a few stretchers in up top too, just to kind of complete the look, and if you ever train a vine across the top, there's something to catch on to.
Well, that didn't take long. The next step to do is to stain it. I'm going to pull it outside and we'll get it stained.
This was the absolute perfect morning to stain. It was cool, there wasn't any wind to speak of. I got some chestnut brown stain in the sprayer and I went to town.
That gun doesn't have a way to adjust down the amount you're spraying out, so you're spraying about 10-inch stroke even when you're just doing 1-bys, which there's a lot of material that's just going away. It puts down a really heavy coat, almost like thick paint. So we're gonna let this dry, and then it's time to put it out where Mom would like it.
And this is where Mom would like it, over the path that leads to the garden. Dad used these Simpson strong tie 4x4 repair plates, screwed them to the trellis, pounded them into the ground to hold the trellis securely, and the trellis is done. It sure turned out lovely, and it really dresses up this area leading to the garden. I sure do hope you give this project a try. I have all the dimensions for you in the description below. You can just cut and assemble. We are a welding and fabrication job shop, but we'll tackle just about any project. Subscribe and you'll see whatever comes next.